The movie starts in a mine run by rams. They run into Tai Lung, who's supposed to be dead. He wrecks the mine, scaring off the rams. The fierce warrior is back from the dead. He says no one, not even the dragon warrior, can beat him now. In the Valley of Peace, Po's dads, Mr. Ping and Li Shan, run Ping's restaurant together. They worry about their son's whereabouts. Meanwhile, the dragon warrior battles a flying stingray near a lake and saves 3 piglets it had swallowed. After returning to the valley, Po attends the opening of a new restaurant based on his adventures. However, Shifu wants to talk to him about something important. He tells Po he must train a new dragon warrior to become the spiritual leader. Po is hesitant as he enjoys his position as the protector of the valley. But he must move on to the next stage. He watches potential candidates demonstrate their skills but prefers to choose himself. Not happy by this decision, Shifu insists Po meditate to prepare for finding a successor. Moments later, Po catches a fox named Zhen sneaking into the Hall of Heroes. She's attempting to steal something, and Po tries to stop her using Ogwe's Staff of Wisdom. Quickly, she outsmarts him, knocking him down, and tries to snatch the staff. Despite her amazing efforts to escape, Po manages to stop her and has her arrested. While escorting Zhen to prison, Po is met by the rams, who all frantically tell him that Tai Lung has returned. Po is shocked, but goes to investigate the mine, finding that Tai Lung's paw prints changed to smaller ones in the snow. He visits Zhen's cell to ask her what she knows, and she informs Po that this is the work of a shape-shifting sorceress known as the Chameleon. Zhen convinces Po to let her free so that she can help him track down the Chameleon, even though Shifu thinks trusting a thief is a bad idea. The news of the Chameleon terrifies the valley, including Ping and Li, who eventually admit their fears for Po's safety. Together, they set off on their own mission to help their son. In Juniper City, crime mafia bosses are upset because they have to give a lot of their money to the Chameleon. They get scared when she shows up in disguise among them. Feeling disrespected, the Chameleon turns into an elephant and pushes one of the bosses downstairs, demanding more of their money. Po and Zhen head to Juniper City but must cross a lake. At the Happy Bunny Tavern, Zhen cheats at mahjong, angering Granny Boar, who sends thugs after them. Po and Zhen fight off the thugs before falling onto Captain Fish's boat, who takes them to the city. Upon arrival, Po soon discovers Zhen is a wanted criminal, leading to their arrest. Zhen swiftly breaks them out, prompting a citywide chase by guards. She guides them to the Den, her former underground home, where they find Han and other crooks. They hide briefly, with Po trying to teach Zhen to do good, before Han kicks them out. As Po and Zhen approach the Chameleon's palace, they try a quiet entrance, but accidentally alert the guards. They navigate traps to get inside, but a cage traps Po. In a cruel turn of events, Zhen reveals she's the Chameleon's apprentice and tricks Po into giving her the staff, which the Chameleon plans to use to access the spirit realm. There, she aims to steal the essence of deceased Kung Fu masters and Po's former enemies to expand her criminal empire across China. He fights more guards and reaches a bridge where the Chameleon disguises herself as Zhen to deceive him. However, Ping and Li arrive just in time to rescue him. Po is disheartened by Zhen's betrayal, but his dads offer words of encouragement to keep him going. They witness the Chameleon's guards bringing giant cages into the palace. With the staff, the Chameleon opens the portal to the spirit realm. Tai Lung emerges, surprised by her possession of Ogwe's staff. He defeats her guards but falls victim to her tongue, which steals his essence. The Chameleon traps Tai Lung in a cage and summons other great villains like Lord Shen and General Kai. Po rushes towards the palace, but Zhen intervenes to prevent him from endangering himself. After a brief conflict, they resolve their differences. Alongside Ping and Li, they convince Han and the others at the Den to join the fight. The Chameleon completes stealing the essence of villains and Kung Fu masters, gearing up to conquer the land. Outside, crooks overpower Chameleon's guards, allowing Po and Zhen to re-enter. The Chameleon transforms into Po's old foes, forcing him into battle again. Eventually, she transforms into a monstrous hybrid and flies Po and Zhen to the top. They bring her down, and she assumes an evil version of Po. The chameleon traps Po, who passes the staff to Zhen, convincing her of her powers. She fights the chameleon, summoning dragon chi energy with the staff, knocking her down. As the chameleon makes one last move, Po takes back the staff and defeats her. The Kung Fu masters are freed, and Tai Lung acknowledges Po's greatness. They salute Po before he sends them back to the spirit realm. Tai Lung grabs the chameleon as they depart together. Zhen decides to turn herself in and begin a new path, but Po surprises her by escorting her to the Jade Palace to train as the new dragon warrior. Shifu protests, making Zhen doubt her abilities. However, Po reassures her with Ping's wisdom. Sometimes the best dish comes from the most unlikely ingredients. Inspired, she agrees to join Po while Shifu meditates near the growing peach tree, symbolizing new beginnings. During the credits, Po, along with the Furious Five, trains Zhen, but she struggles and wipes out, echoing Po's early days of training.